Welcome back, Frac Crew. I'm Jerry with Frac Daddy BBQ. Today's video, we're going to be doing homemade andouille sausage from start to finish. You won't believe how easy it is to make this sausage. So let's talk sausage. Andouille sausage is an all-pork based sausage with a lot of Cajun spices. What I have here is a pork butt, 3 pork butts, matter of fact, that I cut into strips. This is roughly 25 pounds. You can pick pork butt up anywhere you go. Now what I have here is I have a tote from LEM, which will come in super handy for putting all your meat, and it's food safe. Now what we also have right here, we have an LEM Big Bite number 8 grinder. And what it means by a number 8 is the size of the neck that your meat can go into. Now guess what's next? My favorite part. We get to turn this into grind. So what you're gonna need to do first, you're gonna need to load up. Now what I learned from my buddy Roland, you wanna preload your throat so when it starts up, it's not just metal on metal. So what you also wanna do, the throat part, the cutting blade, and this attachment has been in the freezer for a couple hours because you don't want it to get too hot. If it gets too hot, your fat will start melting and it'll just turn into a big mess. There's nothing better than putting meat in a grinder and grinding it up. My kind of therapy. What you're gonna need next is you're gonna need a seasoning mix that I got from PS Seasonings. And this is their mild andouille sausage. So when you go into the search bar, you can put 5560B and this will take you right to their andouille. They also have a hot. Now, this is just our seasoning mix, and it also comes with your maple cure, which has your nitrate, everything that you're gonna need to cure this to keep everything safe. Now this calls for 3 cloves of garlic, but we don't have any fresh garlic, and I feel like your garlic powder will just be just as good. So now what we're gonna do, we're just gonna come in here and we're gonna mix this all in. Now we did put in our smaller plate to do the double grind. Now I didn't mix it very well because you're gonna do this double grind and it's gonna blend everything really good. Woo! Tell you what, you can definitely smell these Cajun spices. Now, traditional andouille sausage has always, from what I've seen, has always been a very coarse sausage. But I talked to my buddy Roland, who you guys might remember from when we did our 50-50 sausage. Shout out to you, Roland. I called him this morning and he said it's pretty much all up to the people who are making the sausage on how they want it. And if you ask us how we like our sausage, we like ours double grind. Now in this package of maple cure, it has everything that you need to keep you safe from growing harmful bacteria. We have 2 cups of distilled water. It calls for 2 to 3, so we're gonna go with 2. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna mix this up really well, and we're gonna get this very tacky. Now what a lot of people call this, from what I watched from Rush Jones, is you wanna get this called a protein extraction, which is gonna turn this very, very sticky. Okay, so after mixing this for about 3 to 4 minutes, I'm gonna check to see how my protein extraction is. Now you want to be able to have it stick to the bottom of your hand without it really falling. And this is just by hand. You can have mixers, but this is pretty dang good. So we're gonna call this good. We're gonna go stick it in the fridge and we're gonna let it rest and cool back down before we start stuffing. So our meat's been resting in the fridge for about an hour. I want to give a big shout out to Chef Johnny for letting me borrow his meat stuffer from Made with Meat. Because I'm gonna start bringing this plunger down until the meat starts coming out of the tube, and then I'm going to stop and then we'll add our casing so that we don't push any air into our casing while we're stuffing. So here we have some natural hog casings by LEM. These are 32-35 all natural hog casings. So Melissa's helping me out with this because this is definitely a 2-person job, and you don't want to get these too tight because when you go to twist them, you don't want to break your casing. Alright, there's our very first one. So we're just going to show you 1 or 2 of these. So we're going to come in here. I saw this from Chud's Barbecue. So he comes in here, pinches here, and then he'll come over here and he'll pinch again, and then you twist away from you. Now what that does is it seals this end and it seals this end. You can twirl these by picking them up and twisting them like that, but I'm not that good at it. So we're just gonna do it a couple times and we're gonna call that good. Now some of these are gonna be a little bit longer than others, but guess what? We're not perfect, and that's what makes sausage making great. So guys, we just got done twisting and linking our andouille sausage. Now when you see us put them on the smoker tomorrow, you're gonna notice that they're all different section sizes. That's because we're gonna be using some of them for gumbos, etouffee, or any kind of Cajun dishes you can think of. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put these in the fridge. We're gonna let it set up overnight so the skin can dry out and it's gonna soak up smoke a lot better. So we'll see you tomorrow morning when we cold smoke these on my Green Mountain Grill. Welcome back, guys. This is day number 2 of sausage making. So our sausages have been in the fridge for about 24 hours, resting and just coming together. And you can tell they're just very nice and plump. Now what this did is it dried out the casing so the smoke can adhere to our sausages a lot better. So we're out here with my Jim Bowie, my Green Mountain Grill. We got this set at 150 degrees because we're gonna be doing like a cold smoke, and this is as low as my Green Mountain Grill will go. Guys, I'm running my hickory pellets on this cook, and we're just gonna load this up. So we've been running cold smoke for about 3 hours. Now we're gonna take a look and we're gonna see how these sausages are looking, and then I think at this point I'm gonna crank the heat up to about 180 degrees to kind of have them cook a little bit faster. All right, look at these beautiful sausages. They are coming along very beautiful, turning a nice mahogany red. Tell you what, this Green Mountain Grill is doing a beautiful job. So my sausage officially hit 150 degrees. Now pork is safe at 145. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these off, we're gonna take them inside, and we're gonna put them in an ice bath for about 10 to 15 minutes. So let me show you some of these different sizes of sausages we have. Like you see this little sausage right here? This is perfect for like a little snack. You wrap a tortilla, wrap it up, delicious. You got this one right here. This is gonna go perfect in soups like your gumbo, etouffee, mine and Melissa's favorite, red beans and rice. I tell you what, guys, we made various different sizes of sausage to meet our needs. Now you can do whatever you want, but I'm telling you what, I want to cut one of these open and I want to give it a try. Alright, let's see how I officially did. Oh man. Tell you what, guys, it's definitely smoky. You pick up them Cajun spices. It's not overpowering. Just the right amount of salt, right amount of garlic. Tell you what, there's nothing that beats a good homemade sausage. So if you have any questions on what we use, everything's going to be in our description box. And I tell you what, leave a comment down below and let me know what you'd like to see us cook with this first. So, thank you for watching and have a great day.